there's an earthquake, what are the new steps that we need to?
Duck, cover, and hold.
Because you know how they would always say, oh, don't go under a table anymore, or don't go stand in a doorway anymore.
Okay, the doorway was old because back when that whole thing started, houses were made out of adobe, so the only thing left standing typically was the door. So that's how that started. The problem with standing under the doorway is that you are usually going to grab onto the jambs, and the door will swing and crush your fingers and or hit you in the head. So that's not the first place. The best place is, and again, now familiarize yourself, what does your workspace look like?
My office?
Yeah.
There's 2 people in
You have glass?
And one other person in office, 2 desks. There's glass behind me, my window, yeah.
Okay, and then what's on, what's hanging on the ceiling? What kinds of things could fall?
The light.
Okay, so for you, the glass is the biggest issue. So if the shaking starts, the worst thing to do is run. That's the worst thing to do. But it's going to be your first reaction. And everybody else, they're going to be like, phew. Okay? So you always identify that second exit, because most people are going to go out the one they came in. So if you take the other one, you'll probably be alone, which is good, right? So get away from the glass. If you have a desk that you can get under, best thing is to get under it so that you provide protection for yourself. And then once the shaking stops, then you're going to have about a minute, because that's typically when that next big, the one you feel could be the actual big quake, or it could be a precursor to a big one. We don't know. In the past, it's always been the quake. But usually in about a minute's time, you're going to get a pretty significant aftershock. So you got about a minute to figure out what are you going to do. Okay? So the best thing, though, is to protect yourself. If you're at home and it's night time and you're in bed and there's nothing that can fall, stay in bed and put the pillow over your head. Most of us are not going to do it. If you're going to get out of bed, roll onto the floor next to the bed so that if anything falls or the wall gets caved in, it's going to hit the mattress and create a void space for you. If you get up and run, you're going to get hurt. You either A, are going to step on glass and cut your feet, because I'm pretty sure you're not going to put your slippers on, because it's been so long since we've had an earthquake that we're kind of out of that mentality. Who was in the Northridge quake in '94? After the Northridge quake, did you leave shoes at the end of your bed?
Oh, yeah.
For how long?
A couple of years.
Okay, and what about now?
I keep clothes
They're
next to
everywhere.
the bed, though.
Clothes, right, whatever, right? Like.
No, but I do that on purpose.
Okay, and what about shoes? Same thing?
I figure I could be barefoot outside. I don't want to be naked out there. But I do think about it.
Okay, but the shoes, though, just remember that from where you are to get to the front, and there's going to be stuff, right? And once you cut your feet, forget it. I mean, you're going to be pretty immobile. So it sounds weird and elementary, but it's real. How many of you have a tent? Like, if you can't stay in your house, physically stay in your house, if your house collapses, partially collapses, whatever, where are you going to set up your shelter? Do you have an area? Have you identified an area? Have you thought about an area? Is that your backyard, your front yard? Is it a park? You thought about it? No. You know why? Because we'll think about it when it happens, and then we'll go, oh my God, I remember Captain Gerlich, I should have listened.